So tell me, is you ready, baby? Tell me, is you ready, baby?
Hey y'all, welcome and welcome back to the Be Like D channel. It's your girl D coming back with another review of Love and Marriage Huntsville Season 6 Part 2, Episode 16. Okay, so we coming back from where we left off. Stormy having her beef with Tisha mad at Tiffany and Stormy, and Mel ain't do the damn expo, okay? And Tiffany mad that she wasn't invited to the expo, okay? And then of course it shouldn't even took a break. Everything just started out where we was. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into it. So we open up the episode with Mel going to see Tiffany after Tiffany done had her baby. And I just caught on to the first time I watched this, I did not notice that she was breastfeeding in this entire scene. I was like, oh, okay. And Mel ain't make no mention of it. But she happened to be messy while breastfeeding. This is the new level. The bitch was like, did you hear about Kiki? They had the car and everything. It was on the news. I was like, this bitch gonna be messy no matter what. And Mel is looking at her like, really? Mel was like, oh my gosh, like, really, Tiffany? Mel's face was like, I can't believe you being messy right now, breastfeeding in front of me. But Mel was dodging that. What? You know what? You can't believe everything you see on TV, and she still ain't been arrested yet. So I'm like, okay, Mel, you kind of got points, and you sticking up for her. Okay, I see you, and you not jumping in on a messy train. She's like, I mean, Tiffany? What are we doing with our brands? Like, I don't know. She's gonna be around us. She's in connection with us. She's. Then she was like, they headed down to her car on TV. I was like, damn. But I thought we found out online that it wasn't her. Didn't we find it out? Like, somebody tell me, because I thought that came out after that. It wasn't her. But shoot, they blasting it up. They done showed the pictures, and they showed the news commercial. I was like, damn, Kiki, you just gave all this material to make you the joke of the rest of the season, girl. And then I seen some dumbass article earlier today that said Kiki is the new villain of Love and Marriage Huntsville. I said, what? How is Kiki gonna be the villain? Marceau is always the villain, okay? Marceau and Martell. All the dudes, actually. You know what? They all the villain. But anyway, Mel basically just like not trying to get into it with her as Tiffany continues to be messy, and then she just says, well, innocent to proven guilty. Okay, we'll just wait and see. But I am gonna go check on her to make sure she good. And I was just like, okay, Mel, I like that. You stood up for your friend. Okay. And then in her confessional, she was like, well, I understand people want to protect their brands, but if Tiffany feels like hanging out with Kiki will tarnish her brand, then don't hang out with Kiki. Don't be around Kiki. Don't talk to Kiki. If that's what you really feel. I said, ooh, it was a little bit of shade up in that, okay? Like, is she saying Tiffany just being messy? She just look, I'm reading all into it. Is she saying Tiffany trying to be messy, and she really do want to mess with Kiki? Like, if you really about it, be about it, is what she's saying. So I'm like, calling Tiffany out a little bit. But then they also filmed some dumbass baby reveal for Tiffany. And it was like a video. It was like a video message that she did. Guys, I want to invite you to meet baby Ace. Okay. So now we get the scene where Courtney comes to come see Marceau at, I guess, Black. Yeah, it was at Black. At Black to basically confront his ass about talking to Stormy crazy. And Courtney was like, you know what, I'm going to get straight into it. So, you talking to my wife crazy? You trying to check my wife? That's what you think you was gonna be doing, huh? Courtney was not playing, and then the fact that Marceau was playing in his face kept making him even mad. He was like, "Oh, really, bro? Like, don't do that." And he was like, so a lot of people ain't paying no $100. And then he go, Marceau, no, just one. He's like, oh, my wife, huh? Okay, so why you coming to her the day of about $100 when you ain't say nothing about no $100? What was the $100 said? Did you say it was gonna be $100 for the booth, or did you put it on paper? He's like, it's on. Marceau talking about it was on the internet. He's like, bro, so you gonna blame this on the World Wide Web? I was like, okay, Storm, but you on his ass. Okay, you gonna blame this on the World Wide Web? And Storm really like he can get active. I mean, Storm, Courtney like he can get active at any moment. Okay. and and at the end of the conversation, when he hit him like, hey, let me show you something. I was like, that was a check right there. Okay, hey, let me show you something. But anyway, we'll get there. So anyway, so they going back and forth. And Marceau being an asshole, gaslighting. Oh no, he was on there. I mean, a multi-millionaire take up a big section like that selling product. I mean, all I just asked was for money, And then he's like, you could have came to me about that. He's like, you can't be that much a protector. He was like, if you let somebody talk to your wife crazy, you stupid. I said, he is and he do. He let anybody talk to his wife any kind of way. Okay, he don't give a damn. Embarrass her. He don't care. He do it all day. But then Courtney go ahead and call Marceau out talking about, my whole thing is with you, Marceau. You always in women's business. I say he is because he ain't nothing but a messy bitch, okay? So then Marceau like, I mean, that's coming from a guy that is in women's hair care business. I'm like, nigga, that wasn't a good comeback, okay? Because the nigga making money in that business, okay? You worry about trying to build your little house that ain't built yet, never land over there. And y'all in these little bit moving from house to house looking like Martell's broke ass, okay? But anyway, so then Courtney was like, all right, I got you $100. You know what? Baby, this your tip right here for this water. $100. I said, okay. That's when he hit that. I'll show you something right there, Marceau. He said, that's for you, and don't give him none. And then he walks out. And then in his confessional, Courtney says that his whole thing is that Marceau could have asked for the $100 way before the event if he would have said something. But no, he wanted to go to his wife and then, basically kind of talk shit to his wife. He like to check women is what Courtney said. He feel like Marceau like to check women. I'm like, he do. He have fun with it because he get to check Tisha all day because she's stupid. So then he also says that Marceau can't go stack for stack with him. Okay, he needs to go on chill. I was like, okay, Courtney. This was a good scene, okay? Courtney was on his ass and Courtney was good in the confessional. Okay, so now we got Kimmy and Tisha, and Kimmy is coming over to Tisha's little house. And we basically find out that Kimmy is finally done with everything. She's done with treatment, no more radiation. She is good. She just got to go to a lot of different doctor's appointments, I think she said. And it's just to keep checking to see if she's good, I guess. But she's all done. And then they got real messy, okay? They end up talking about the last meeting with her and Tisha and Stormy and Tisha and Tiffany. And they was like, that threw me for a loop. I can't believe that Tiffany felt like she was left out of the thing, and then she wanted to criticize everything, said all this and that. She's like, you can pay me money and I still won't be able to tell you what Tiffany does. And then he go Kimmy right behind her. You couldn't pay me $1,000 for me to tell you what Tiffany does. I was like, damn, Tiffany, what do you do? Because nobody knows. And then you talking about venture capital. What, girl? We don't know. At one point, she was selling glasses. But anyway, And then they get to saying they didn't know what the hell was going on with Stormy, why Stormy was coming at her like that either. She was like, oh, them girls, okay. Tisha look like she ready to fight. Everybody y'all want to be against me, okay? But then they end up talking about Kiki. There's Kimmy said she was looking at TV at the time and she seen the news, and then the way Tisha was like, "Oh, you seen it on Crime Stoppers?" I said, "Are you being messy, bitch?" That felt shady. Okay, it felt like she was trying to be like, "Oh yeah, when she was on the TV, what was the channel? Crime Stoppers." Okay, did y'all see that? Did y'all hear that? And then she automatically go to like, yeah, somebody sent it to me. I didn't see it. Somebody had sent it to me. She always say she didn't see something and then she had to go. They sent it to her, so she had to go look at it. So then she automatically goes to, well, I hope she not back on drugs again. I was like, damn, Tisha, no defense of your family at all. No, I guess she was in her head. That's her. But damn, you gonna be on screen talking about, I hope she ain't on drugs again. You could have just been like, well, I hope everything is alright. Like, I don't know. She automatically went to the drugs and saying in her confession that if this is drugs again with Kiki, she can't help her. That's not her job to do no more. I said, Tisha, you get worse and worse every time. I understand, that's how some people deal with addicts, but it's the way Tisha is. It's just, I don't know. I don't like it. Okay. So anyway, Kimmy was like, well, I ain't. She said, this how I know she was being petty. Because then she started saying, yeah, they got a reward off for her. $1,000, I think. Like, you didn't have to do all that, girl. You did not have to do all that going into detail and shit. So maybe you was over there kikiing with Mel and Marcel talking about her addiction, okay? Because what the fuck? But anyway, what's her name? Kimmy, when she said the $1,000, Kimmy looked like, like what? Like $1,000 reward for her? Like, that was so stupid. Everybody should have already been able to point her out. And then they said to this day she never been arrested for it. So what? I don't understand. But anyway, Kimmy over there talking about, well, I don't know how to help her because Maurice ain't that kind of lawyer. I'm like, Maurice couldn't even get her off if he was. Y'all, this scene with Martell and Chris Fletcher. Oh my gosh, the way Martell sat here and manipulated this man and threw everything out, everything was his fault. This is you kicking me out of this house. You supposed to be my friend. As a friend, you should be helping me. As a friend, you just want me and my kids to find something out here in the street because he got to move. Apparently, he supposed to have been moved out this damn house that he renting, and Chris Fletcher is the damn realtor, and the people they trying to sell their house, but Martell ass is in it, and he like, you need to leave out that house. I done gave you extension after extension. You overstepping the bounds of our friendship, and as a friend, you should be here to help me. That's all he kept saying. As a friend. I was like, oh my goodness, the bitch assness just be coming out of Martell's ass. And so now we got this scene with Kimmy and Maurice, and they going biking I think they said to get Kimmy's energy up or whatever. All they did was further get on my nerves and further show that this is a terrible marriage. And I'm just over them as well. Like, how many seasons did it take for us to see the breakdown of this? Because each show, when they have couples, each couple had a season, of course. But then you also see tidbits of other people's relationships. Of the other relationships. And then you start to see what the hell is going on. The way they stuff is unraveling, oh my goodness. I'm over it now. But, she's still there, so. So, she basically gets to talking about the expo, saying that, Stormy and Tisha got into it at the place because Marcel asked her for $100, and then Maurice saying, we paid our $100, and then Kimmy like, why? Well, like the first couple of people wasn't even paying no $100. Then they said they got so many people that the cost went up, so they start charging people. And then she's like, I'm not understanding what cost went up if it was a free event. We ain't have no food. We didn't have what cost. I said, oh, Kimmy, Why you ain't say that to Tisha when y'all was at the house, okay? Bitch, what? Y'all charged some people and didn't charge the other ones? Oh no. This is gonna be a problem, okay? I told you they was shady. I told you they don't know how to do business, okay? This why they ain't got no money. This why they opening all these other little businesses up and don't look like nothing is moving, okay? What the they ain't good with money. So I don't know. She said the venue didn't change. Nothing changed. So what cost? What was the cost, y'all? The mic? You had to run out and get mics at the last minute or something? What? But anyway, so then after they get off of that, of course they get into talking to about her trying to get her energy back, her sexuality, you know, all that stuff back because you know she want to be in it too with him. And he's like, I mean, you say you've been faking this, so I mean, like it's a mind thing. It's really a mind thing. This man ain't shit. The fact that he thought he could fix his mouth to say some dumb ass shit like that to that woman after she done been through chemo, after she done been through radiation and all of this stuff going through her damn body, and you gonna tell her it's a mind thing because you've been faking it this long. What? Oh my goodness. I can't go on no longer because then I'm gonna get disrespectful. Okay. So she end up, you know, she kind of get mad, but she's still there. She's still like, this is why you gonna get none tonight. And I'm like, idiots. So now we got Stormy and her husband at the factory. I don't know what it's called. Whatever they warehouse. And they basically talking about what happened with him pulling up on Marceau, and then she looking like, you put up on him for real? I'm sorry, this scene was actually funny between Stormy and her husband because this was some real ass shit. Because when you were explaining some shit that went down, exactly how I would have did it. Okay, she acted shit out. It was hilarious. Okay, and then her husband was like, "Really? But anyway, so then she basically say, she didn't know that he was upset. He's like, well, I wasn't, but you ain't just gonna talk to my wife any kind of way. So then he said, Marceau's thing was basically it shouldn't matter, woman or man, that if it's business, they should be able to talk to each other's wife. And then she was like, okay, but if it's business, then why would you come up to me and say, Stormy, you look different? I said he did say that. But I guess that's supposed to be his way in. He was trying to slither his way in to be an asshole. We paid that $100. But then Courtney was like, yeah, he shouldn't have said that. I said, oh, you done made him, don't make him mad for real now. And then they get to talking about what happened with Tisha, and she's saying that Tisha didn't like the way she talked to Marceau either, even though she was in that moment agreeing with her. And then she said, yeah, he said something about it. Tisha was agreeing with, but he didn't like that or something like that. I was like, when did they say that? But she was like, yeah, he was like, I'm sitting there, I'm all like, looking at him like, how I'm doing. And then, he's sitting over there looking like however he looking. And then and then Tisha over there like, agreeing to what I'm saying, like, Marceau. And said, and then, after she was doing that, so then Marceau started doing like, whispering to Tisha, and I'm sitting there looking like, what the fuck going on? And they literally put side by side to everything she was saying. And the shit was hilarious, okay? She was like, what the fuck y'all talking about? But then she was like, but when she came to her, she was like, well, first of all, I want to tell you. She's like, so when she said, first of all, I want to tell you, I'm just like, first of all, bitch, you don't want to tell me nothing, okay? I was like, you know what? That's true. It's like, don't try to, first of all, just say, I was uncomfortable. Just start off with it. Don't say, I want to tell you, because then that means you trying to check me, bitch, and you ain't finna check me. I don't give a damn, okay? And then she was like, and I'm a in the moment type of bitch, so don't bring it up the next day, because I don't give a fuck. Nah, I said, you know what? I'm with you, Stormy. But then they get to talk about Kiki. He's like, I don't know what's going on with Kiki. All I know is that she Tisha's cousin. She put up the little news thing, show him, and he looking like, is this real? She's like, yeah, that's her. Like, they said something about she got her son something. She almost hit some cars. But, you know, so look, my thing is, if you're a human being, I mean, if you did it, you might be going something, you know, I don't know, you might got your own story to tell, but if you didn't do it, that's great too, you know. And she basically said, but she ain't here to tell Kiki's story and all this and that, but they did make it out dramatic on the news. They made it out colorful, talking about this woman, you know, all that stuff, how they showed in the beginning of the episode. That was dramatic with the damn news, okay? It was salacious, okay? Like, they already know she was from Love Marriage Huntsville? But anyway, so, they pretty much end off like innocent until proven guilty as well. Like, we're not gonna say she automatically that she did it or if it's true. And I was like, okay, see, everybody else giving the benefit of the doubt but your family. Alright, so now we're over to Kiki's house with Mel coming to visit her. And this whole scene was basically Kiki was letting Mel know that she just can't. She just been in and out of the hospital twice this week because her back been hurting. And I don't know, this whole scene made me feel like Kiki is on something, okay? It just felt that way. She talking real fast. Then you saying you going to the hospital twice because your back hurt. It just sounded like an addict story for them to go to the hospital, say they're in pain so they can get pills. Oh my god, it was so hard to watch. I was just like, okay, Kiki, okay. And then Mel was just like, really, like, oh, what's going on with you? And then she ended up telling her that, you know, Tiffany brought up, you know, what happened and that, you know, it might tarnish their brands. And then that's what we basically end the episode off on. Kiki about to say what happened or respond to what Tiffany said. Alright, that's in the episode of Love Marriage Huntsville, Season 6, Part 2, Episode 16. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe to the Be Like Dee channel. Drop down in the comments, let me know what y'all thought about the episode. I mean, it was alright. This ending part had me, it was just like, oh my goodness, girl. I couldn't take it. I couldn't take Kimmy and Maurice, and then Martell was just a lot. But Stormy and Courtney, that was entertaining, okay? But drop down in the comments, let me know what y'all thought, okay?